And we're back. Let's go! Only 10 minutes late. Hello, welcome. Here we are. My name's Yara, and I'm Lore Weaver. What is a Lore Weaver? Whatever you want. Like a universal scribe beyond the universe. So, anyway. I'm still thinking. Shut the fuck up. I'm still thinking about the concept from yesterday I mentioned, and might explore that a bit more today, which is the plan. 10 minutes late because I was making coffee, I was thinking and waking up. So there is that. Enjoy some landscape music. Anything else? Yeah, kinda. Kinda fun to have no audience, so I can do whatever I want. I'm not really. Not really forced into single thing on being punctual. Right? Count your blessings. Some positive pluses and negative pluses to everything, right? I also think that learning Spanish would be fun. It's a fun language. Don't get me wrong, I'm still learning Japanese at the moment. But I think Spanish is pretty fun to learn. I mean, not to learn, to speak. Un momento, por favor. El café se está cocinando. Spanish sounds fun. I should learn that after Japanese. I should also put more work into learning Japanese because I've been refreshing mostly last few weeks, not moving anywhere forward. Yeah, I think that might be just a Duolingo issue of it being the worst ever. An app that rewards daily logins and everything, but has most of the features locked behind a paywall. What does it do? Huh. Boy, old school landscape music is so goated. Null and Void. 14 years ago. That's crazy. So, wait, what am I doing here today? I don't know. I have no, tangible idea what I really want to do. It goes. This is the idea phase infographic file where I compile all the important facts and ideas about the book that I'm willing to make, right? And I think this book will be kind of interesting, to write a, short story kind of thing, to write it together. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I will open it up once again and never again. Maybe I will never move forward with it. But that's kind of the process. I mean, that's kind of my process. You explore the idea, you go through with it, explore, and before you start writing, you have planned most of the things. But good in current age is nice, helpful to everyone, with very pacifistic tendencies. Cool. So she doesn't fight and harm anyone. Hmm. Oh, nice and helpful to everyone. It's like nice and helpful. Just the power to heal anything. Time machines to truly hate and wish that person been harm. High school not very liked, she is being used constantly because of her inability to say no, slightly burned by the girls, but she's still nice to them when after scholarship and something that's back in the 90s. Um, this we can build upon more. So let's remove this. Let's expand a bit on this one. Okay. So the traveling part makes absolute sense because she has to come from the home early and will come back late. But it will make sense in a second, right? So then she's how to say usługa? What? How the service for her? Cool. Patient. How you spell it? Altercation. Cool. Yeah. 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 I've, okay, I am going a bit in depth, too in depth for what I want to do. Okay. Not parasocial. So. I bond with her. This is unneeded. Unhealthy imaginary relationship like bond with her. Hmm. Well, after a while, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so this would be the base thing. Hmm. Breaks and punches in the water. It's, wait. And this is kind of important part because this will be the like running gag until the end. I haven't figured out the entire story so far yet, right? Like this is the concept idea. This is second day when I'm thinking about it. Am I fine to planning? I don't know. But I haven't figured out what's the entirety of things yet. What's the lesson? What's everything here, right? Oh, I'm so hungry. Hmm. There's something I can eat, you know. I think I might need to go to store. Oh, is the microphone bugging again? Hello, hello, hello. Seems working. Anyway. Oh, I want this to now. Another. So another his not obese, not buff. dwelling. Peace. Mm. What's... Huh? The fuck is this? Ah. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking great. I love it. And somehow formatting broke, so that's fucking cool. Huh? Huh? Why is formatting broken? No, no more. What's... Okay, what is this? This is exhausting. Why is everything broken? Like, what's the fucking plan? What's the point of it, right? So if I go to format, paragraph, 1 inch. But why does it reset? That's my question. Weird. He never saw the girl clearly because of his swollen face, so he gives... It's following. Follow the... Like, it will be a group and needs a third one. So he's cured. He's the leader of the cult. Of the Healing Fist. It's I don't know. He never saw the girl clearly because of his swollen face, so he gives a vague description to his followers. Old woman hard of hearing, blind man, and a memory. Probably someone with bad memory, but who can see and who would be the... You can write cards with it and everything, right? It's not too serious. I don't really know yet about the entirety, the tonal entire book. Mm, correct. So it's kind of a drama with comedic relief. We'll see. I think it would work the best, like having something very not problematic but dark in nature with some comedic relief to it, right? Like, and certain points she will understand that there is something wrong with her, something she can do to help people get better. She physically cannot, and then maybe she will. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. There is something. There is some potential to it. Like I can see vaguely. Maybe there is someone who does the opposite. Like to anyone he hates, he inflicts ailments, right? And that person lives in absolute regret, despise everything, like hatred towards everything, and they will meet one day, and he thinks she might be able to cure him, but she's unable to because she cannot hate him, right? And this dynamic of two people being in absolute one person is in absolute pain because of it. Hmm. Oh yeah. And he will make her life miserable because he wants her to hate him because of that. Uh, but the cult will unfortunately interfere with his plan. Kill him. Doing whatever he can to hmm? And, hmm. So this will be the main loop of the gags. I cannot, and this is in theater you have a rule of three that some call it, right? Obviously there are more rules to everything in theater, like show must go on, never break character, and all of that. But there is something called the rule of three. When you invent a joke, a running gag, or something, there is you get three uses. You can use the same thing 3 times throughout the story, throughout the act, throughout the entire thing. If you overuse it, like use it more than 3 times, it's gonna become problematic. The show can go stale and become irritating, right? For example, RuneScape has a Jimmy, G1MMY, had a brilliant take on it during Ratcatcher Quest in his series on YouTube about doing the quest in order, right? He explained it well on the precipice of the precipice in the setting of RuneScape Quest. For example, you have the Jimmy Dazzler who will flash his teeth, and he'll do that multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fucking 6, 7, and it becomes quickly tedious and annoying to read, like to observe everything. It's overused. You have 3 takes on every joke. So possibly 1 time they will just be called running and doing something. 2 times they will break his plan, right? But you cannot overuse it. At first it's funny. Second time it's maybe it's okay. At third time it's rather not. And then at fourth time it's boring. I'm talking out of my ass, of course. I have the experience in everything. But yeah, that's the main idea of it. Holy crap. Can I? I can. Right. Okay, that's the lowest it goes. Cool. Holy. Ha ha ha. So the code can break it all the time. What's the resolution here? I don't know. Lesson might be... evil. Necessary. Necessary evil. It. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Like there is lots to cover still. Like the entirety of the story is still to go through, right? So we'll see in advance. Again, as I said before, in my when I was talking about writing and all this stuff, did I actually do that yet, or this is the plan? I think I did about learning the book. Yeah. I know it's been so long ago. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, anyway. Or doing what you have to even if you don't like it. So, this is just the storyboard, I guess. Some people just draw everything for it to be better. I cannot draw I am unable to. Hmm. I need to go to bed. I need to clean. Jesus fucking Christ. There's so much to do. How the feeling bland man and person with bad worry. Ah. Interlace. Interlace. I think it's interesting, actually. It will be fun. Might be fun to actually read, but then you have to think about the hook. Like, it has to be very early. The story has to be going on very, very early. Like, he has to be her classmate, then in the school building. So that's like first 10 pages has to have the absolute bullying included. It has to be full on hatred towards her to some degree. I don't know. Anything else here? I don't know. I think I written down everything I had in mind. Huh. I don't know. Also, again, I will be absolutely using this entire scenery of me streaming as a lesson for other people. I love writing. I love being in creative space, doing something like this, even if I'm not good at it. I love it. I'm excited. I have a lot to talk about. I probably only stop speaking because I'm running out of idea how to translate the words in my mind faster, right? So that's a mechanical error. I can talk about this for hours on end without stopping. And which is why I don't really want to stream games, because I figured it out yesterday. Factorio is a game I cannot stream. I love the game, I would love to play it more, but I cannot play it on stream because I have to stop, I have to think, I'm going non-verbal, I absolutely stop communicating, and it's not entertaining, right? Here I can speak about ideas, everything. There's no shortage of what I can speak. Like, right? And Runescape is boring to watch and it's very repetitive. So I would say that maybe I have to supplement it with Subway Surfer or something to keep the retention going. I don't know. But again, this is still a learning experience for anyone who thinks that streaming is easy. Go for it, start, and learn from your experiences. As I said before, you don't fail. You don't fail if you continue to go. Like, failure is at the end. I might be mediocre, I might be bad, but I haven't failed yet because I keep going. I am still learning, right? Or At least that's the copium. 50-50, who knows? I have no bread. Hmm. But now I'm hungry and I'm thinking about smoking. Jesus. Uh, Fuck you. Man, it's I get notification that I am alive. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like I explored this entirely. Hmm. I absolutely ran out of ideas. Mm. But I wonder what the man can do to actually make her maybe not suffer, but it has to be problematic, right? It has to be problematic, it has to be relatable. So there's not really many scenarios that would fit. Mm, Maybe the man is wealthy, right? Maybe the man is wealthy, maybe he has everything that he could, and maybe he will be using that wealth to make the girl suffer. He will spread rumors in her school that will lead. She's already bullied, so there's nothing else she can do. Maybe he will try to be helpful at the start, try to build the rapport at first, and deal with the bullies, help her at school, things like that, and their relationship will quickly deteriorate since when he realizes she, from his perspective, she doesn't want to help him. From her perspective, she doesn't know if she can, and she's unable to. So that's basically it. Then he will start spreading rumors in school. He will start making her fail. Why am I so close? I need to be more watching what is going on. Oh, whatever. Another endless things. Maybe he will start messing with her family or something like that. So there will be a story about struggle with unbeatable foe, I guess. Because she doesn't have any superpowers. Like she cannot actually do anything about any of that, right? So how she can deal with it? She will just go on? Hmm. And how it will be, how this will end. Huh. This is also the question, how much sadistic do I want to be? And we have to understand that the girl is absolutely a victim of everything that is happening, right? So it's not really her fault. But then again, if you want a happy ending, my brain goes into many different things. Like you can see her kill herself. Like at the end, she couldn't bear it to the end, and the world will lose the healing. And then you can split the fact that you can branch it out, right? There are endless possibilities. Like you can branch it out. Once she will grow to hate the entire world, and then the world will be healed, right? And only person that will know about it will be that man who pushed her to the brink, and he will be miserable because of that. And then maybe it will transform him into the healing power, right? That it will be sort of reversal of his actual power. Like he will be able to heal everyone that he loved, but he's bitter. He doesn't like people and will have to learn to heal everyone. But due to everything that happened, he will never be able to love himself, and thus he will never be able to heal himself, right? Maybe. Or maybe the world will just lose someone and there will be no other repercussions. That may be an idea, but more for later, I guess. Depends. It doesn't have to actually end with her killing herself, right? She can probably just... Maybe the cultman will escape from the prison, maybe the cult will save her, maybe people in school will realize they were cruel for absolutely no reason to her and come to her aid, and actually changing the mindset of the man will heal him in the end. I don't know, maybe she wasn't even healing people on the outside from illnesses, maybe she was healing them from the inside. They became negative, they became fixated on the flaws and everything they had, and maybe that's what made them ill, ugly, or disfigured, or anything else, right? Maybe she just... when she hates someone and punches them, it makes them not break the character. It's a realization. Like they're reminded of the life and world they have at the moment, right? But there are endless possibilities, like you can choose any of those. Like at the moment I am here, I am just thinking, throwing ideas against the wall, seeing what sticks like spaghetti. Nothing is said, so I can just keep talking. And if you are writing a book, right? If you want to actually write the book, you want to have all of those ideas. My bad. Coffee is coming out. You want all of those ideas to be written down somewhere. I am very acoustic and artistic. It's saying. So my brain works 24/7 on something I am obsessive about, and this might be my latest obsession. Like yesterday I was constantly thinking about this particular story. So yeah, it is what it is, right? And I will not forget what I just said. It will be constantly replaying in my mind until I find the proper answer to the question, right? Uh, but if you are actually writing the story, you can write it down. Maybe it will be easier to remember. Maybe it will be easier to work with something that you can see, you can read, and you will not forget, right? Like for every story I made the bulletin of the main points, main ideas, of how it works. For the Echo of the Silent, I have the entire magic system written out. What powers use what can influence what, who can influence what, what's the breaking point, what's the limit. And I never revisited that. I don't. I absolutely don't need any notes or anything. Everything I think about will be forever ingrained in my brain, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. Mm, but then again, writing it down might be a reason why I remember it so well, because I write it down, I think about it, and I see it, right? It's like a multi-step grounding to the entire process. You take something that doesn't exist, you make it real, you create it, and then you go from there. I know, it sounds maybe not interesting, but it is what it is, right? Hmm, I know. I think it's interesting. Maybe we can actually start formulating the story. But I don't even have names now. There's something else. Also, mm, I don't know how good of an idea it is, but huh, I don't know. We'll see in the future. I want this to be a story we do on stream. I want the entire process to be live stream. I want to be it to be with viewer interaction and input. Like this would be a group project, I'd say. I'm starting it myself because I have no one watching me, but I really would love for it to be a group project. I would love for other peoples to be involved, like to build a community around it, to have different inputs and feel like I'm working with someone on it. Would be cool. And in the end, we can actually publish it and and this is a long shot in the future, like 3-6 months from now, if the book is actually finished like I want on stream, right? Uh, if it goes for a resale, I would be absolutely inclined for it. But like all the profit from it would go to charity event of some sort. Like, because it's not entirely my work, I would feel bad for taking any form of compensation for it. I have my own work for sale at the moment. Even if I abandoned the audiobook for a while and reading, this week will be not really reading, but it will be a recap of what we did the entire time because I cannot. The audiobook has the problem because I cannot physically motivate myself to continue doing the audiobook when you need 20 to 30 hours to create a 30-minute episode of the audiobook that nobody will ever listen, hear, or think about, right? It's hard to find motivation to actually do so, at least for me. Oh, I want to smoke some. Oh. Mm. It will pass. It is hard to motivate myself to do something like that, and then again, to put even more effort into reading and everything. Like it's near the end. There's like 6 more chapters to go, but it will be on a back burner for now. I don't feel like going for it anymore at this moment. I want it to be done. I really want to finish the project, but I don't feel any incentive in doing so, so it will be a reminder for me, I guess. For now. We'll see how it goes later. Hmm. I would love to hear opinions about this. Like the entire storyboard board and everything. I feel like it's interesting concept. It absolutely makes sense. It has potential, right? But then there is the problem of, does it actually exist? I don't know. Never heard of something like that. I think it's original. Let me check with the coach. Right? Tag me in, coach. Tag me in. I will break him. Woo! 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 Uh, girl. Power. Let's say what the AI overloads. That's the thing. Widow of a healer, human suffering and preventive. Based. Rising of the Shield Hero. That actually a fun story. Rising of the Shield Hero is the first anime light novel I ever read. Before that, I was watching anime, I was reading manga for a while. I was reading books, mostly horrors from King or Masterton and maybe others, but I never actually read anything about like light novel style, right? And after Rising of the Shield Hero, I became enthralled in the world. The same day I finished the anime, I read the manga. Manga is a spin-off from the series, so it wasn't helpful, and I think I spent next 3 days doing absolutely nothing but reading the web novel of Rising of the Shield Hero. I read it in one sitting, basically, not even leaving the bed. It was awesome, and it absolutely inspired me into writing myself. My writing is very web novel-like, I'd say. Or at least it was at the beginning. I had many things, but yeah, Rising of the Shield Hero is absolutely a special place in my heart. Right? I absolutely love the web novel. I have many light novels, but again, I am obsessive. I will need everything to have beginning, middle, and end before I invest myself, because it will be hell. Reader of a healer, healing power that inflicts suffering through very different internal parameters. Recover girl, physical cost. Okay, so from what I can tell, there are no things that are going in that vein. Character who harms the people they love, shatter me, fuck you. What feels so genuine, she must feel hatred here. He harms love, she's a bad person. He may isolate himself and feel love. Blah blah blah. Breeze concept. Drops exist. I mean, yeah, but that's not really mechanics combination, no. Then confused fresh, thematic inversion, quite original, okay. That will make it more distinct. If you want to differentiate it further, consider, does she have to really hate the person, just feel anger? Huh, that's interesting. You can get angry, but you don't need to hate someone. Can't she learn to weaponize moral judgment? No, she cannot. But does healing feel like violence to her? Not healing per se, but... Does she know that love triggers illness? Yeah, he absolutely did. He connects the dots, like he thinks he's cursed, and she's his only salvation. What happens if she falls in love with him? She won't. That... And last one, especially with pushes into new territory. No, that's... maybe, but it's not what I want. If you like Tell Me Tone, Dark Apple, General, Target Audience, Young Adults. Okay, fuck you. So, yeah. I'm not saying AI is the best. Like, many questions you posed are not entirely great to what I want. They are sidetracking everything what I told, but then he lacks a few things that I talked about, so he doesn't have the entire context. I'm saying it. It's an AI, it doesn't have agenda, so it doesn't have entire context. It throws ideas that aren't really ideas, it's a... how do you say? It's not a probability of the words coming together, right? Like, it did pose a few interesting questions, like, does healing feel like violence to her? So that would be interesting when she realizes that the healing is actually violent. She might despise it to some degree, being a pacifist, right? Doesn't want to deal damage, be violent to anyone. The healing will be brutal. And she might despise it to some degree. And we'll see. I don't think I can delve that deep into that. I think that's a more of a story about psychology of someone being gifted and no, someone who doesn't want to do wants to what? Also, what would be the genre? It would be supernatural. It would be slice of life and psychological drama. Maybe. Would that work? For book? We will. That's crazy. We will absolutely see. And yeah, I think that's interesting. Maybe when she realizes that her healing is actually violent, that she needs to hate someone, she will lose the gift because she despises it. She will have an issue with it and then come to realization that sometimes you need to make a sacrifice for the greater good, for the growth, right? And I'm not speaking theoretical greater good, like, oh, you need to kill yourself to save humanity. No, I meant like tangible sacrifice, going to work that you don't like because you have family to feed, right? The tangible sacrifices you have to make in life, not ideological. Like, you have to kill 70,000 people for 100,000 people to survive. That's perspective. I mean, the tangible sacrifice that you make yourself. But then again, in that lane of thought, and if you could kill yourself to save 2 people, would you do it? But nobody asked, and you shouldn't be thinking about it. Mr. Crab, please. Yeah, I think that's interesting, but somehow in ChatGPT is a decent plagiarizing tool. Like, you can actually test if your idea was on the web before or if it wasn't. because it will scan all the available uh, parts of the internet and think whether it fits your criteria. Like here, it was acceptable. The Naofumi has a he can heal almost anything. Like he's amazing, very overpowered character, but it also puts a strain on his mental health. Right? It's oh, I'm getting the goose skin. Harbor, it's cold. The Naofumi is very not pained, but it is sacrificial, right? And on the other things, yeah, it requires sacrifice to heal anything. The concept of power having an cost is something I am very interested in. I like overpowered characters and I like sacrifice. I like the powers having cost, which probably will break my story in half because the power and the cost is artificial. Maybe it's not. Depends how you look at it. I shouldn't speak about it because that's the second book kind of thing, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm getting non-verbal again because I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, so far, I think it's a pretty interesting concept. So the AIs are tools. Like I know people are very against AI because it takes away the jobs and probably absolutely AI can do so much better work than me writing this book, right? But the main idea of it is AI will make it soulless. AI will optimize it to some degree for it to be bland and best to sell. I will make mistakes and that will add characters to the book, which is also kind of my opinion about the AI. Like, AI is taking away jobs. Yeah, that's bad and fair. But then you have to have people who will program the AI to do the job, ask them about it, and then you have people to fix the problems of the AI, and so on and so forth. While it takes away the jobs, it also creates new jobs in the same area. This is one thing. The other thing is, if the AI actually starts creating artistic things, you can look at the history of art. History of art. People want few things. People want rarity. People want beauty, meaning, and perfection. Maybe there are some differences. There are some things that are combinations, similarities between them. Like perfection is rare and it's beautiful, which is why people crave it so much. But then when everything becomes this is my idea prediction for the future. AI will start making art It will do images, books, everything, sounds. Everything will be AI able, right? And then it will be perfect. It will be sterile. It will be without a character. And then people might want to actually turn back to humans to make things with flaws, with discrepancies, with things they didn't plan for that are flawed because they will be rare. That's my idea. That's basics of collecting. You don't want things that are you either want to have the biggest collection or the rarest material in the collection. You don't need to have biggest collection if you have once in a existence thing, right? So if AI becomes too powerful, the art becomes too sterile and everything, yes, you can show it's cool, it's nice and everything, but then it will be bland, like not Renaissance. Renaissance was beauty of everything, but the Pablo Picasso, the impersonation. don't don't say I am an artistic parent, right? I learned everything in Polish, so the English word is not. Cubism. That's not Cubism. Picasso was the one who. Diego Jose. Holy. Pablo Diego Jose, Francisco de Paula, John Nepomenco, Maria de los Remedios, Cipriano de la Santimas, Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso. Okay, me man. Pablo 6'7". But yeah, the different styles. It became cool. It became new because it was something that the world didn't see. It was fresh. It was diverse and it was controversial. Art up to this point was beautiful. It was going to perfection, but Cubism started asking questions. It became weird. It was the new hype for things. So new styles will always pop up. Like probably we are in the AI style, right? The perfectionism. The modern perfectionism era, like where everything has to be perfect and all of that, the AIification of everything. There are some flaws, and AI is getting better. AI is getting absolutely better. It's getting better with hiding the flaws, and really, if you think about it, you can take a picture of AI, I mean the painting AI drew, and then what? And then fix the flaws yourself, and you'll be absolutely fine. Nobody would tell, right? If you are skilled, of course. What's that? Yeah. But then, I feel like, again, that soul is more important than anything. For commercial use, absolutely, the art and everything will go to the hegemony of AI, right? The overloads and everything. But for collecting, for things like that, art human makes will always be have a place. It's not like they will be absolutely pushed out from the hobby. And this is another thing. You shouldn't be making shouldn't you can do whatever you want. That's absolutely your choice. If you want to make art strictly for monetary purposes, yes, absolutely. Go for it, do whatever it feels like right to you, what you want. But no matter what happens, the AI will never kill the hobby. If you want to draw, this is your passion, you love it. It doesn't matter that computer can do it faster and better than you. Cool, computer can do better painting than me, but it's not fun to make the painting with the computer. I want to draw, I will draw. People will complain and will compare you to AI, but you shouldn't really care about people comparing you to anything else. And as long as it's not a constructive criticism that you can learn and adapt from. And of course, if you asked for it, then yeah, absolutely. You shouldn't bother with that. Dum 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 dum. Hmm. I know. I don't know. I have no idea. Nothing is really anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 20. We 2, which means I took 500 liter. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. And it would be enough. It's not gonna be enough. I'm scared. I'm actually... Take one more. 7, 6, whatever. Worst case, I will go. Worst case, I will go hungry for another few weeks. That's fine. I will lose more weight. Oh, and now I spilled coffee. And yeah, I absolutely lost the train of thought. Huh. Okay, I lost the train of thought And I feel like I talked what I wanted to talk about. Mhm. Basically, yes, I should be going. Oh, I should be doing the audiobook, but I really don't want to and can't motivate myself to. You know what I want to do now? I want to go out to a store. I want to get some fresh bread and eat breakfast. That would be a cool idea. That might be something that I will do. Mm. So yeah, I really enjoy writing. Like the entire thing, the entire story is, where are you going? Come back, bitch. I feel like the story can have some merit to it. Like, I know, we will see that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the other day, maybe never. We will see. Hmm. Again, I would really love to start talking to people, like to come by and to engage with it. I think that it's very fun. And then again, mm, 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 uh, mm, mm, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. I want this to be a group project, group effort, and all generated from this will go to thing. Mm, I don't know if I should say, but I don't know. I will say it once here. I will not mention it ever again. Uh, but yeah, I want this to be a project that people can. Fuck, I'm running out of words. People can benefit from. Yeah, I want this to be something that brings joy and happiness to other people. I don't expect it to be perfect or break anything anywhere. But it would be fun. I absolutely feel like it would be fun. Story and everything, it might be nice. And charity is not specified because I'm not really aware. I haven't done my research yet. Once we are closer to that, then I will be doing more research in that area. There are many of incurable diseases. There are things that are terrifying to me. For example, ALS, which is insane. It's terrifying sickness. There is also mental illness that's terrifying me, like schizophrenia. And other life-threatening diseases. So I don't know if there is a charity that I could donate if it ever make any money that would contain all of that, or maybe we will just choose one in the future. We will see. I mean, that's all assuming it goes anywhere. I mean, that's assuming the project will actually end, meet the final destination, right? and it will be released to the public and actually make any money. That's one thing. The other thing is, apart from probably the release day spending, right? If it actually generates any form of publicity, then it will be a commercial product then, and I would have to control it for a while. So maybe we will... fuck it. That's something I don't need to think about. And then people might not realize, so I will mention this one particular fact a few times throughout the journey. Earnings from book are not instantaneous. So, for example, if I were to publish this book today and it made $100, right? No, the book will cost $1. Let's say 99 cents, so 109, 106 with taxes, whatever. Then it's 25 cents for the author. The rest goes to Amazon. Obviously, publicating on Kindle, right? The rest goes to Amazon, so that's 25 cents per dollar, or 30, somewhere in that thing, right? If I ever go further with this, then I will think about it further. And then the money is held for 3 months for calculation and all the reference policies and everything. So, for example, if you buy a book, the author doesn't get the money for 3 months. They have to bookkeeping and everything to make the money stick, right? The receipts, and how do you say, like, the write it down in the books, like save the transaction, book it, and all of that. Yeah, so it takes a while. So even if we did go through with it, there is a vulnerability, because one might get backlash with people. Oh, it's been 2 months, no money has been paid out. Yeah, again, you need to wait 3 months for the money to go in. And if you publish at the start of the month, the money will be booked at the end of the month, and then will be 2 months of that. So, for example, I don't know. That's slightly beyond my pay grade of things I know. If I will ever need to know, I will. And 2 months waiting period. So if you publish at the start of a month, the entire month is the booking period, and then 2 months on top of that. For example, start of the July, August, September, you will have the money on the October, at the start of October, June, July, yeah, August, September, October, November, December. I have to say that it's very weird to think about month, and you actually have to think about month, have to calculate what month comes after, then you think about what language you want to choose, and then you translate it into English, and then you have a language. I mean, the month you want to speak. Brain is a massive supercomputer. I mean, very impressive what it can do. And without many things that you actually think about. What impresses me the most is the fact that brains is actually just all one, like splitters and all of that. No, it's 0 or 1 and it's connecting with electricity. That's basically that. I know, I'm really struggling for content at the moment. Because I feel like this is enough for me. I'm really thinking about other stuff. It will be hard. I really want to smoke. My head starts to hurt, so yeah. It is what it is. Hey, nevertheless, I think that's all for today. I literally have nothing else to say, and I should be doing something. I need to go to store. I need to get some breakfast, and I need to I need to throw the trash out. And I know I'm complaining, like, oh yeah, throw the trash out. It's simple, one bag, go out. No, I was given a note, a warning to clear the staircase, I'd say. And the staircase is quite big. There's years of trash there, like bookshelves and just useless crap. We have to move it out, right? And not gonna be too hard, I think. It's just gonna be exhausting because there's a lot of scrap there. And I feel sleepy. I'm drinking coffee. I feel like I've been drinking a lot of caffeine lately and it might be an issue. Yeah, anyway, that's it for today. I'm gonna go eat, Reiki, and see what's where somewhere else. Go back to sleep anyway. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, or if it's night for you, good night. Have a fantastic rest, and hope to see you tomorrow when we will maybe explore more, or maybe we will hunt for pet for AXA. We'll see. Yeah, but 1.5 hours seems short, but then again, it's more than nothing.